Happy Flossmas, everyone! Today is Flossmas day number 8. Thank you for stopping by to the Runner Stitcher. My name is Andrew. This is my dog Winston, and we're so happy to have you here celebrating the holiday season with us. We are doing some Christmas stitching this month and sharing our daily progress. So thank you for stopping by. I want to say yesterday was the last day of the Jingle Ball, which was so much fun. I had such a great time the whole weekend. It was just lovely. And last night was the perfect ending to it. I ended up staying up way too late. I think I was up till 1 a.m. my time stitching with friends, and it was just a really, really lovely time. I had a great time the whole weekend, and I can't say thank you enough to Steph at Lindy Stitches and her entire team for putting on such a great event. The only thing I was missing was sleep. But yeah, it was really good, and I got a lot of stitching done actually, so I'm excited to share with you what I've got today. Let's jump into our first advent, and this is the Trader Joe's chocolate advent calendar here. We are at day number 8, which is right here, the bottom of this bow here. So let's see what chocolate we get today. Oh, cute. Today is a reindeer. That is so adorable. I really love the detail they're able to get in these chocolates. So if you're having a treat with me, now's the time. And of course we couldn't leave Winston out, so he has his very own advent calendar. Do you know what this is, Winston? You do? Here is day number 8 for him. And he's gonna get the exact same thing he gets every day. And there's nothing wrong with that. These beautiful little freeze-dried chicken treats. Now I'm not gonna open this bag today because he still has some left from yesterday. So we'll get that one out. Are you ready for your little treat? Are you excited? Do you know what this is? You do? You know what these are? You high five? Good boy. Can you shake a paw? Okay, good job. There you go. So there's Winston's little treats as well. Today's song that I'm going to share with you, I will add it to the Spotify playlist below. But it is a song from Mariah Carey, and it's on her first Christmas album. Now we all know All I Want for Christmas Is You from Mariah. That's kind of a Christmas staple these days, and you hear it everywhere you go. But on that album, there is a ballad, and it is called Miss You Most at Christmas Time. And that ballad is so heartfelt. She sings it beautifully, and I always love it. So I'm gonna put that in the Spotify playlist below. Feel free to check out that list of Christmas songs if you wanna get in the festive spirit. But today we've got a little slower ballad to calm things down a bit, and it's really good. Okay, let's move right on to the stitching. So the first daily piece that I'm working on is the Advent Calendar banner from Tiny Modernist. And here is where I'm at now. So you can see that yesterday I was correct. We had another band underneath the truck here of these snowflakes. Now, I have to be honest, I don't love stitching snowflakes. I usually cannot find a rhythm with them or a pattern to stitch them because they're just kind of, they're hard to follow through. So this was a little bit tedious, not gonna lie. I'm glad to have this band completed. I will say though, the smaller snowflakes in the center is mostly back stitching. There's only four cross stitches in those smaller snowflakes, and then the rest is back stitching. So that was not quite as bad. Those made it a little bit more bearable. But I wasn't sure how well these snowflakes would show up on camera here today, so I did take a little video. I'm gonna pop that in now so you can see it, but you can also see the opalescent in the fabric much better in this video. So I hope you enjoy that. So I thought I would insert a little video today of the stitching just so you can see it all up close and really get to see the detail and the colors here of all the pieces I've stitched so far. And as we get down to the new section, it is all white. So I thought it'd be easier for you to see some of those snowflakes here with this video up close, but that is what the piece looks like. You can also see the sparkle come through on this video, which is really cool, of the opalescent fabric. So that's where I am. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I'm really happy with my progress on this. That is the final band. There's one more row of motifs underneath here, but that's the final band that we'll stitch. So the rest of the time we'll just be filling in motifs on these different bands here. But I really love this piece. I love the colors in it. and I'm super happy to be continuing it. So definitely come back tomorrow and see what the next motif will be. The next piece I worked on is my other daily stitch, and this is Jane's Joy from Carolyn Manning. Here's what this will look like. It's based on the quilts from the 1800s, and I'm doing one little motif a day, and I'm still in the border. However, I'm getting closer and getting more ready to start the inside of the piece here as well. But this is where I got to yesterday. So yesterday I added this little tree motif on the border. And yeah, 8 days in, and the border's starting to come together now, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this piece. And it's nice. The trees are about 75 stitches, so it's easy to kind of get those completed. And you know, we're making progress. So that's always a good thing. The next piece I worked on, I don't need the cover photo because I have a Christmas finish. I was not expecting to finish this piece so quickly. There were about 350 beads in this piece, and you know what I'm talking about if you've been watching this Flossmas video. But here is the completed Blitzen from Nora Corbett. This is her Christmas Eve Couriers series, and here he is. I completed all of the all of the beading yesterday at the Jingle Ball. It was so much fun. I actually got a finish while I was in a room with a bunch of lovely stitchers and friends, and we were able to kind of celebrate that together. I was so happy to finish it with everybody there in the room, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And along with that, I thought I would share my finish from last year, which was Donner. So here is Donner from last year and all his beaded glory. So now I've got 2 of the reindeer completed, Donner and Blitzen. I looked through my stash. I think I have 4 of the other reindeer patterns. So I have 4 more that I can stitch, and I also have Santa's sleigh that I can stitch, and then I need to pick up the remaining ones. So I need to go through and actually look at which ones I need and put those on my list. But yeah, it's so great to have two reindeer finished. And I'm also going to pop a video in here of Blitzen so you can see some of the sparkles a little bit up close, better on a video. I thought I'd share this little video of my finish of Blitzen so that you can see all of the beads and the beauty and the shiny sparkles up close. So here it is, fully completed. The one thing I did want to call out on Blitzen is these large, like, jewels right here on his reins. You can see when I hold it like this how tall they are. They are just absolutely beautiful, but they add so much sparkle and shine to his reins there. And yeah, just a lot of fun to have the different dimension of those there. So I did want to call that out. And then when I finished Blitzen, I decided I still wasn't ready to go to bed, so I kept stitching, and I pulled back out Christmas Thoughts. This is from the Drawn Thread, and it's a start that I had just begun yesterday, or 2 days ago, and so I put a few more stitches into that. And where I'm at now is I finished this wreath, and I finished the letter C in that candy cane colors underneath, and yeah, that's where I'm at on this one. This is so much fun. And I think this one is going to go pretty quickly. I mean, I'm not going to finish it this year, but this will be a piece that goes very quickly as I work on it more. So for the next couple of days at least, this will continue coming out, and I'll keep working on it. And that's all the stitching I had for one day. That was actually a lot. But again, I attended the Jingle Ball most of the day yesterday and really just stitched most of the day, which was wonderful. There's nothing better than that, than stitching with friends and spending the day doing a hobby that you love. So it was a really, really good day. Now we're going to get into the Christmas story that I'm reading for you. This is The Fir Tree by Hans Christian Andersen, and we're going to pick up with the next little section of the story. Squeak, squeak, said a little mouse, creeping cautiously towards the tree. Then came another, and they both sniffed at the fir tree and crept between the branches. Oh, it is very cold, said the little mouse, or else we should be so comfortable here, shouldn't we, you old fir tree? I am not old, said the fir tree. There are many who are older than I am. "Where do you come from and what do you know?" asked the mice, who were full of curiosity. "Have you seen the most beautiful places in the world, and can you tell us all about them? And have you been in the storeroom where cheeses lie on the shelf and hams hang from the ceiling? One can run about on tallow candles there and go in thin and come out fat." "I know nothing of that place," said the fir tree, "but I know the wood where the sun shines and the birds sing." And then the tree told the little mice all about its youth. They had never heard such an account in their lives, and after they had listened to it attentively, they said, "What a number of things you have seen! You must have been very happy." "Happy!" exclaimed the fir tree, and then as he reflected upon what he had been telling them, he said, "Ah yes, after all, those were happy days." But when he went on and related all about Christmas Eve and how he had been dressed up with cakes and lights, the mice said, "How happy you must have been, you old fir tree." "I am not old at all," replied the tree. "I only came from the forest this winter. I am now checked in my growth." So that is the next little section we have of the fir tree, and he's made some mice friends in his storage space that he's been put in after Christmas, and he's starting to reflect on things in the past and realizing kind of the happy days that he did have. So we'll continue reading that. We've got a few more days of that story left, and I hope you come back and hear the rest of the story. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed Flossmas Day 8 and the updates on the stitching project and the Blitzen finish. That was a surprise to me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy Flossmas, everyone! Happy Flossmas Day 8. Today is Tuesday. No, it is not Tuesday. Happy Flossmas, everyone! Oh my goodness, this is going to be a bad one.